Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about something different actually as compared to some other videos. This one is a bit different. You can control your other device from one device. So for example, one is a parent device and next one is a kid device. You want to control that kid device from your main device. How you can do that and which are the steps to follow, which are the things you can access and a lot more things. So in this video, we'll talk about almost everything. Stay tuned and make sure to watch this video till the end. You can control your device wallpaper, you can control call recordings, you can simply check out a lot of things, basically almost everything. We have some plans available. Weekly plan starts from 99 rupees per month and a lot of things, a lot of details we are going to talk about in this video. So stay tuned and make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's quickly move on to the setup as in this one. First of all, we need some apps. The main device which you have right now currently having that, you have to install this Parental app on your device and that you can install from Google Play Store very easily. So no issues with that. We have this app named as Watcher. You can install it from Google Play Store as I just told you, or you can simply go to that website. The link is there in the description. After opening this app for the first time, you will see this prompt like sign in with Google. You have to choose this and then simply sign in with your Google account. By default, you will see this white clean page, no information, nothing like that. By default, it brings you one free device support, and right now that is not connected in this case. You need a premium access for some premium features. We'll talk about that later. And if you click on this option, you have to pair the child device. And now let's move on to that step also. And that's quite easy, by the way, but still, let me just show you how you can do that, how you can pair the other device, which is also considered as a kid's device. So simply take that device, open Google Chrome or whichever device you want to use. But let me tell you one main thing here. Simply move on to Google Play Store, move to Settings app, and then you have this option named as Play Protect. What you have to do is you have to disable this thing. How you can do that? You can simply use this thing by moving to Google Play Store, disable this toggle. And why you need to do that? Because sometimes apps can be detected by this, apps can be blocked by this, and that's quite annoying in many scenarios. So make sure to disable this thing on a safer side. Now open this website 189.in/kids. You have a lot of options there. The second one is Shizuku app and third one is install on child device, which is kids app. That's called kids installer. You need to install these two apps. Let me just clarify one thing that to install a lot of things, to install this kids installer, we have two options, two methods. One is with help of Shizuku and the other one is a standard method. You can use any one of them, and in this video we'll talk about both of the steps. So whichever you feel comfortable with, you can use that. For example, this is the first one named as Shizuku method. Install Shizuku on a device, then install kids installer. Let me show you. Move into this, click on install because we have already disabled Play Protect, so no issues while installing this thing. Now, as quickly as possible, what we have to do is we have to set up Shizuku. For that, enable developer settings by moving into build number, clicking 7 times and done. After that, what you have to do is click on developer options and here you have to choose wireless debugging. Remember one thing that enabling wireless debugging requires Wi-Fi access. So make sure your device is connected to Wi-Fi. It's quite easy to do that. If you do not have any Wi-Fi access available, what you can do is you can simply use any hotspot from other device. You just need one time for setting it up. After that, you don't need it. So no issues with that. Then choose this Wi-Fi pairing code, pairing successful. Within a few seconds, you will see success message. Click on start and done. Quite easy. Yes, I have already made a video on how you can set up Shizuku on your devices. So that's quite easy as you can see. Now, after that, what you have to do is simply open this app because Shizuku has been detected. You have already set it up Shizuku on a device. We have two methods as I just told you, standard and Shizuku. Firstly, we'll talk about Shizuku method and then we'll talk about standard method. So moving into Shizuku, I have read and agree and so on. Because we are using Shizuku method, so it simply means we do not need extra steps to follow. It's almost kind of really simple, really easy. So no issues with that. As you can see, it is doing almost everything in the backend. That is one of the main advantages of using Shizuku. If Shizuku is working well for you, I'll definitely suggest you to use this option. Else you can use the standard method too, and I'll talk about that in a bit. As you can see, because that setup is done, what we have to do now is we have this with this kind of code available. Now, because these things are done, let me show you what you have to do. You have to uninstall Shizuku and Kids installer, which is actually helpful. But how you can access that app? Simply open this website 189.in/kids. At the bottom, you have this launch option directly written there, and this is how you can do that. As you can see, this is how you can access. Quite easy, quite simple. Have that code available. Now it's time to pair your child's device, pair your kid's device to this app. How you can do that? As you can see at the starting of the point, I have told you on your parent's device, this is how you can do that. You have that 6-digit code available. After filling this code, the device has been connected. Within a few seconds, it will be connected. No issues with that. But make sure your device is connected to internet. That's the main thing. Remember that. After that, as you can see, both of the devices connected, so that's good. Now moving on to the second thing, like the standard method. Firstly, we use Shizuku method. Now we're going to use standard method. If you see the warning related play protect, simply disable that because you don't need it once again. Now, after installing this for the first time, as we do not have Shizuku available in this case I'm referring to, we have to use this standard method. Because this is a standard method, we have to do a lot of things manually. First of all, as you can see, play protect settings already disabled. By moving to this option, click on continue. Then we have to do some things. For example, as you can see, it will download the application, install the application, finalizing setup and so on. And as I just told you, have to do all of those things manually. As you can see, install this setup. Within a few seconds it will be done. After that, you will see some of these permission options there. So we have to grant some basic permissions. First of all, click on I have read and agree, click on done, and then grant all these basic permissions: location, phone calls, and so on, messages access, and etc, etc. After that, because these basic permissions have been granted, as you can see, now after granting all these basic permissions, you have the option for grant advanced permissions. Click on OK. Then you have to grant these advanced permissions, because these are advanced permissions like accessibility, app uses data, and also notification, read, reply, and control. Also notification access, modifying system settings, display over other apps, and a lot more, almost everything. These are the kind of things you need. These are the permissions you have to grant basically, and done. After doing all of almost everything, you have granted all the required permissions. We are using the basic setup and continue, and that's it. That is it. You do not need anything else now. As you can see, it's done. We have that code available. Simply fill that code on the main device, or you can see the parent's device, and you are good to go. Now moving on to the next step. As both of the devices are connected, we have a lot of controls available, accessing the call logs, messages, gallery, and so on. So now here comes the main thing. For example, you want to access some things that requires premium subscription. Simply move on to that option. We have weekly plans, monthly plans, semi-annual, and yearly. These are the plans available. You can use any one of them. Even if you choose the weekly plan, that will be fine for you. We can control camera access, that is easily. As you can see, if I'm moving my kid's device, I'm just showing you as an example. Even if I am moving my kid's device, you can see the live camera access is here. We have the option to choose, for example, you can choose a front camera, you can choose the back camera, you can switch, basically flip the camera, and so on. So no issues with that. Remember one thing, the both of the device shall be connected to internet, and if those are not connected, you might see some connectivity issues because internet is required. And as you can see, flipping the camera, front camera, back camera, no issues at all. As you can see, I can see live on screen kind of things, whatever is going on screen, whatever they're browsing on kids device I'm talking about. I'm managing almost everything from the main device, which is considered as parents device. So as you can see, it's done. Now we also have the option to hear the live audio. This is really wonderful, quite outstanding, something really different in this case. You can hear live audio, whatever they are talking about, or etc, etc. Everything is available here for you to listen. Including that, we also have some recording options there. If you have granted all the required permissions, then you can also access the recordings directly on your main device from that kid's device. We have a lot of other things available too. Let me show you. For example, if I move on to gallery app, you can access the media as expectedly. We have some screenshots there. So for example, if I take screenshot right now, for example, let me show you by taking a live screenshot here. Screenshot is done, and as you can see right now, instantly we have that screenshot available in the other device, which is parent's device. So if you're seeing this preview which is looking like kind of blur and so on, how you can fix that? You have to download this media, because this is a thumbnail of the preview. If you download this, you will see proper live video. That screenshot which we just took, everything is available. This is how you can access, and this is really wonderful. If you want to usage data or usage access, we have some more options. So for example, if you want to block all the apps from the kids device, for example, you have the option named as disable all apps. What this does is, if I enable this option, it will disable every app from the kids device. Disable, which simply means if they want to access anything, they will not be able to do that. For example, on my right side, because this is the kids device which I am actually controlling from the main device, whichever app I am trying to open, I cannot open that. I have the option to block that, and I did it from the main device. We also have the option to choose forbid new apps. So for example, I can auto block newly installed apps also. This is really wonderful. We also have the support for messages. As expectedly, we can see the messages, everything, and this is really wonderful. You know, I know what we are talking about. You can even listen to live call recording, and that's actually wonderful. We have live call recording speaker. If you enable this thing, you will see live announcement, basically live call, the calls they are using, the call which they are on. You can almost listen, hear everything, and this is really wonderful. Many scenarios this might be really helpful, and on a simple basis. So this video is regarding informational purposes. This is really useful in many scenarios. If you want to access call logs, yes, it was expected, so you can access the call logs very easily. You also have the option to simply check out some more extra tools, some utility things. So for example, you want to take screenshot, yeah, you can do that. How this is possible? Because from the main device, I'm able to take screenshot of the other device remotely. Just need internet access and so on. This is how you can do these kind of things. You also have the option for lock device. So for example, on my main device, with the help of main device, I can remotely lock the kids device also. I mean to say only that screen lock, but obviously have some other options. Have the option to locate phone, show message, and so on. A lot of things are available. As I just told you, we have some utilities. We can locate the phone, we can take screenshot. I can access the front camera, back camera. I have the option for usage access to control the usage access basically, and tons of other things are already available. We also have the option to control the volume and brightness also. That seems to be a different thing. So for example, if I want to control the brightness, I can do that. I can increase the brightness, I can decrease the brightness as expectedly. We have the option to customize, or basically to control this volume panel also, so that's also good. You can also access the device media, or you can say file manager. The files, they have the apk files, they have the video and the audio, apk, image, pdf, document, almost everything. You can also access some more things. For example, we have a lot of apps available on the kids device, so I can access that obviously. But some options to whitelist, to use those apps, basically whitelist those apps. I can allow the app to run without any limits. I can also adjust a lot of other things too. So a lot of things are available here for you. I can control if the kids device should be on silent mode, vibrate mode, and basically anything. It was a basic thing, but he has just wanted to let you know. You can hear the call recording as I just told you. So almost everything is here. For most of the things, you actually have to download the files on a device to play. So remember that. And obviously, the main thing is you require internet access to make it work properly on your devices. So again, let me just tell you one thing, just to clarify you. This is the website you have to open. You have almost every detail available. You can download this from directly from here. You need two devices obviously. One is a main device, second one is a kids device. How you can hide that app on that other device, how you can track a lot of things there. You can access data, you can live monitor your device, communication apps, access option is available there, utilities, and tons of other things are available. So yes, almost every detail what you need is already there. You have weekly plans, monthly plans, whichever one I use. I'm using weekly, you can use other ones too. It only starts from 99 per month. So yes, this is how, these were things just want to let you know. Thanks for watching.